So here we have delta x equals 27 meters. And then we have velocity initial equals 35 meters per second. So now we're trying to find essentially the angle in which we should throw the angle in which we should throw the apple, and throw the arrow in order to hit the apple. So we know that delta y equals 0 meters, so we can use the range equation, which is equal to essentially delta x, and this will be velocity initial squared sine of 2 theta divided by g. And then we can solve for sine of 2 theta, so we can say sine of 2, or rather, we can just solve for theta and say theta is going to be equal to sine -1, or rather arc sine of gr over velocity initial squared, and then we're going to divide this by 2. So we'll have theta equals sine negative arc sine essentially of 27 times 9.8 divided by 35 squared divided by 2, and this is going to equal 6.2 degrees or 83.8 degrees. And the one this is much more reasonable, because again, if we hit it at this, that means it'll come down at an angle at 83.8 degrees. And you might, if it comes down at that sort of angle, it will definitely go through the apple and into the person's head. So we don't want to kill the person. So we're going to pick the smaller angle so that when it hits the apple, it simply hits the apple on a near horizontal plane. So this would be our answer. Theta equals 6.2 degrees. This is our final answer. That's the end of the solution. Thank you for watching.